Hello, this is David Dean and doing one more video on the weapon perks that have come out recently. I really want to get some information out to people just because these new weapon perks, the rerolls, it's great, but they use up a ton of materials. So I want to get out as much information as I can early as I can just to make sure people aren't wasting materials. I know on my weapons I have had to go and make second changes, which I hate to do because, yeah, I just want to be able to use this as best as I can to get my weapons up as fast as I can. But on this video, I'm really going to be focusing on headshot eliminations cause an explosion, damaging enemies within 0.5 tiles for 30% weapon damage. And I had a lot of people on my videos asking me, is this a good perk or is it not a good perk? And to me, it is really dependent upon the weapon and your playstyle. For instance, I love when I am playing, a lot of times I love playing the sniper, and I love my super shredder, which has that perk on it. So is this a good or bad perk on it really comes down to a few different factors. First of all, are you doing headshots all the time with this weapon? Which, yes, I am doing headshots. Every shot I take with this one, I want to do a headshot with it. And the other thing, hop back here, 30% weapon damage, not DPS. It's not your DPS that matters on this weapon. It's your the amount of damage dealt per hit. I just got a propane tank thrown at me. That is not nice. Very rude. So you saw the explosion right there, and all the others just ignored me. Alright, but moving on here again with the Super Shredder. Yeah, the damage is 16,600 and some per shot, which is really great. Mainly when you look at other weapons, because if you go to main, to like my Super Shredder, yeah, it's lower in level, but it's still doing great DPS. 19,000, the Super Shredder 20,000. But when you go over here, damage per shot, it is 1,400, almost 14 times less than what my Super Shredder does. That is a huge difference in damage per shot, which means the perk over here, headshot elimination, it's going to do 14 or 15 times less damage on the Siege Breaker. And the same thing with the Dragon's Roar. And do we still have just one? I keep getting attacked by just one. I don't mind if a group attack, because then I can show off that explosion and how much damage it does. But yeah, they're being petty and sending one at a time. Anyway, going back to the Super Shredder. And so this is why, for the Super Shredder, I think this is an amazing, absolutely great perk on this. I am really loving it. And I actually changed up my weapon. I originally had these stats on it when I originally leveled it up. And if there is over on Reddit an individual by the name of, let's see, yeah, it won't be in the way. All right, White Sushi, who does a deep dive and gets really into the numbers. And he was recommending more of a build like this in general for weapons. And this isn't looking at what heroes are using them or anything else, but he seemed to like the damage, the reload speed. He either had physical or one of the 3 elemental types. And then the headshot damage here, and then here damage. For me, I went Mist Monsters because the other 2 choices I really didn't think were relevant. And so take care of these guys. Are they close? Yep, he took a bunch of damage. He almost got killed by the explosion. He's a level 76 Husk. I am a level 68 character. So yeah, we're going to be showing that off more in a bit as soon as I finish this up. But yeah, I switched over from crit chance and crit damage over to damage and headshot damage. Once again, it's kind of a no-brainer that if you got this perk down here doing headshot eliminations, you might as well go for headshot damage here for plus 27. I did the plus 30 damage here to increase my damage per bullet here to once again increase the headshot elimination damage. And then right now I'm sticking with energy. I have very limited resources. This is a no cash account, So right now I got like 1,000 schematic XP, so I can only really level up one weapon to do. And so if I had enough schematic and enough reperks to do a fire weapon, a water weapon, and nature super shredders, and I had 3 super shredders to do them to, sure, I would do that. But for right now, I'm just doing it with energy. But for this, we're just maxing out everything towards headshot damage and for this headshot elimination perk. And we're going to go ahead and get some gameplay on purpose now. Instead of just being randomly attacked, we'll shoot at the ground to wake them up. Get them in a little group. And boom. Let's see. Yeah, almost did and almost did. That one died. Alright, and evidently we have some... I need to pay attention better. And here we go. I can always throw down my teddy if it gets too bad. But yeah, took out all those dwarf husks with one shot. There we go. It's a little bit bad using a super shredder for something like this when you're in close combat. The dwarf husks sometimes will even run basically right underneath your rifle. Ooh. Oh, that was bad. Oh, I had 2 of them firing at me. No problem. Alright, well, it's not a good video until I die. So, we had to have that going on. And I do want to show this off just because I did do the Miss Monster boost on it. So, let's go ahead and take out whatever else is running around here. I thought I saw bees. Where is the beehive? Oh, of course, he's standing behind the... Darn it. Oh, I jumped on a tires. And I'm going to end up dying because of these damn bees running around in a circle as I'm running around in a circle to get to it. There we go. Alright. Let's get rid of this guy and then we can focus on the other one. I don't think... Yeah, he has no damage on him. So we'll let him finish blasting. Alright. So let's see what kind of damage. A third, a fourth. Ah. And I should be using my phase shift a lot more than I do. I just got used to always being low on energy and not being able to use it. So right there, some damage to the water husky husk. And yeah, I'm loving the explosion. And where it really shows itself, I believe, on being great is on missions where you are building a trap tunnel and you're getting all the mobs into one nice tight little area and taking them out. Let's see, I just want to get them a little closer. And let's see, doing about 20,000 for a headshot damage. 21. And then over there, it was, looked like 1,000 and some for the explosion. But no, this is just a great perk when you use it on the right weapon. Ah, man. Let's see. And I notice I'm getting... There we go. That's the explosion I was hoping for. Getting a little bit of lag. There seems to be a lot more people playing ever since they did the RePerk update. And that eliminated him. And there we go. But yeah, this is a great new perk. I love it, but you can definitely max out this perk and really kind of exploit it by just making sure it's on the right weapon and changing your other perks up so that you're doing that headshot damage, you're increasing your base damage, and everything else on a weapon like the Super Shredder, the one shot. Oh, I was wondering where she went to. Always have these pesky lobbers. Alright. But yeah, like my one shot, right now it's doing 1,300 DPS compared to my Super Shredder 19. But if you look at damage per shot, the Siegebreaker 1,400, and even at level 20, 1,200. So it's almost the same, even though it's 62 levels lower. So when I level that one up, I believe it has the same perk on it. Yeah, headshot eliminations. So once again, this thing is just going to be devastating to have that perk on. So there you go. That is my comments on this. Check out the damage per shot to determine whether you want to have level up this weapon with this perk on it. So there you go. Take care and have an amazing day.